Still want me to do the intro?
Yep, go for it, Keeper.
Welcome to Tackle for Loss, a New Zealand NFL gambling podcast. It is week 10 of the NFL, and you're joined by three amateur analysts. Friends, comrades, analysts. We're all on the table together this week, because I know we had a bad week last week. Cree, how you going?
Honestly, pretty shit.
Told ya.
My bets were going downhill drastically. I lost everything. The car, the house, the wife, the kids. And then I had a bet today
Oh, really?
on CSGO majors going on, so I chucked a bet on that.
Yeah.
Fucking my genius CSGO mind took the underdog in a very it was a very CT sided map, and it was 3-3, and so they bumped the team that was on T side, but they put them at the $2.36 odds. But I knew that it's a CT sided map, so they're gonna have the advantage in the second half. So I took that, and it came through.
I think you lost our audience. Because, they're all jocks.
No, they're
That
not.
was nerd
They
talk.
listen to podcasts.
True. Oh, so you made money then?
I made money.
Oh, nice.
I kind of broke even after this bet.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You didn't let anyone else know about that?
Yeah. Honestly, it was spur of the moment. Like, it was kind of like it was happening.
My phone's always in my
It was
pocket.
happening.
Yeah, I'm always on my phone.
Okay, I'll let you guys know next time.
Yeah,
Cheers,
yeah,
thanks.
thank you. And great, how are you doing this week?
I think this is the start of my villain arc, to be honest. Team lost, bets lost my will to live.
Your body's falling off you.
It literally is. I'm peeling, but not appealing. You know, it's
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's kind of a sad state of affairs, but I feel like this is the turnaround. I'm just gonna get mad.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And myself? No one else.
Nah, don't
Nah,
give a shit.
Yeah,
I think
that's
we're
all right.
good.
Alright, moving on to the picks. The
Okay.
locks. Oh. No, you carry on, man.
Oh nah, just mainly the same, eh?
Yeah?
Yeah. One of my locks hit. Then I tried to make it back on the Ravens game. That didn't work. So yeah, really, I'm starting at square one again this week.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right, we will look at the wins, losses, and locks, and as we've said, it was abysmal.
It was my week, yeah.
It got sadder day after day that football was played. So we'll start with the overall picks. Out of 104 games we've looked at so far, Cree, you're sitting at 39 games, so you're at 38%.
I think that's probably where I was last week.
It's pretty close. I am at 29 out of 104, so 28%. I went up 1%. I'm still increasing because I started so shit, but yeah, not ideal. And Keith, you're at 50 out of 104, so at 48%, so you're almost breaking even.
Hell yeah. That Lions pick really came in clutch there.
Oh, yeah.
That I got laughed off the table for.
You know, it's fucking annoying as well that last week I talked about the overs and unders that I recommend people take.
Yeah.
4 out of 5 of those hit.
Yeah.
And I didn't take a single one of them.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about them.
Same.
I completely forgot about them until the games were playing. It was like pretty much finished. I think it was Tuesday, so the games had already finished. And I go back to them like, hang on a minute, I'm pretty sure I actually had all those. And then I went back through, and sure enough, I hit 4 out of 5, but didn't bet on any of them.
What's funny is I listened to the pod back at work and on a post-it wrote out your locks, and I'd even like pause it, go back in case I missed one, pinned that on my wall, forgot about it, came back to work on like Monday and realised, fuck, like half of these have already played.
Yeah.
Like, that's so annoying. That's alright.
And we will look at the locks. No one did any better. Myself and Cree got 0 out of the 3.
I got 0 out of 2 because
2.
one of them got refunded because
Yeah.
I took it a little bit later than everyone else, and so I got Vikings at -3, so they just refunded me that because obviously it was 3.
Yeah, and Keith, you hit 1 out of your
Yeah,
ones
well,
this week.
I got my Seahawks lock, and then I did the same. I took the Vikings, and it just broke even or whatever.
refunded.
Maybe
Got
I
refunded.
was there too early, you know. I was waiting in
Yeah,
line with my ticket, and
yeah.
I got burned for it. So overall, Cree, you're at 9 out of 17, so 53%. Keith, you're 10 out of 17, so 59%, and I'm 6 out of 18 because that Vikings team burned me, so I'm at 33%.
Damn.
You know, I'm fucking sick and tired. I made a promise to myself. I told Patty about this. I am no longer taking any favorite if the margin is like 12 and over. I'm not even 12 and over.
yeah.
I'm not even touching it.
Yeah.
You got burned 2 weeks
if
in a row,
anything,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm gonna take the underdog in that situation.
Yeah.
And then B, or then also kind of if it's sitting on like 10.5, then I've really got to seriously think about that.
Yeah.
Just because like all it takes is for the underdog to play a little bit better than expected, just a little bit, and they come within that 10.5 or 14.5.
Absolutely, dude.
Just
I feel
holy
the same
fuck.
way. I'd much like you. I've been burnt 2 weeks in a row, and it's just kind of like, wow, I gotta start evaluating that. Also, really annoyed we didn't take the Bengals. We even made a whole short about Joe
Yeah.
Burrow being mad.
I talked
and
about
you're
that
like,
before.
oh, the angry kitties, and then none of us even bothered to put the money on.
Yeah.
And it would have
That was
paid
so
paid
dumb.
very
It was
nicely.
very good.
So yeah, bad week this week, but
We move.
we move, and we'll start warming it up with this week's Hot Boy Hot Takes. Now, usually I take a news item and put a funny joke on it, but because we're kind of midway through the season, and it's
Yep.
not really a midpoint, right, with the uneven weeks, we're going to do our Hot Boy Hot Takes on who we think is the top 5 teams in
Super
the
Bowl
league,
contenders.
Super Bowl contenders,
Yeah.
best of the best, creme de la creme.
Top 5.
And I think the way we'll do this is we'll actually start at number 1 and work our way to number 5 because I reckon the top 3 teams are just going to be...
So we're gonna say that number 1, and then all 3 of us say our number 1.
Yeah, we'll do it like that. We'll do like a countdown. Actually, what should we get? We'll also forgot to ask. Producer Harry's on the couch again. Shout out Producer
Shout out
Harry.
Producer Harry.
And how's your week been, Harry?
Shit.
Yeah.
So there we go. I just thought
Giants
it
didn't play.
all right. Yeah. Producer Harry doesn't gamble, but he takes a gamble every week because he supports the Giants.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's kick it off then with
Number
Hot
one.
Boy Hot Take number 1. Best team number 1.
Best team. Number 1 Super Bowl contender right now.
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Bills.
Bills.
I think still the Bills.
Still the Bills.
Tough
Yeah.
loss, but I
Yep.
think it's still the Bills. And like the Bengals, I think they're gonna rebound. I think the Bills here they're still I think number 1 and 2, number 1 offense and defense,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
close to it, but yeah, still the Bills. Still the Bills. I'm glad we all agree on that.
Yeah, I think as much as their loss, in this past week, it doesn't mean a lot. Like I think it means more to the Jets than it does to the Bills.
Yeah, I agree. I think it means a hell of a lot to the Jets. It speaks a lot about them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the Bills. I mean, Josh Allen's been a little bit sloppy the last couple of weeks. A couple of interceptions there. His elbow is a little bit concerning.
Yeah, that's what
because
they gotta
apparently,
fix
if
that.
it is what they think it is, it takes a few weeks to actually recover, and it can be quite painful. So that's a bit scary.
Right, well, let's go to number 2.
But yeah, we'll move to number 2. All right.
This is where I think you guys are gonna disagree with me.
Okay.
3,
3, 2, 1.
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
49ers.
I was thinking it was Niners, but I was
Ooh.
gonna.
I've
I was gonna
actually
move them
switched
around.
up. I even switched up what I even wrote down.
Damn, that's
He's
wild.
gone back to
That's
moving
wild.
around highlighters and pins.
49ers, they go here, and then these guys jump down here. Okay, yeah. 49ers. I think with the addition of CMC, like they looked good. They looked shit at the start when they had Trey Lance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
my
yeah,
opinion.
yeah, yeah.
Then Trey Lance got injured. Jimmy G came in. They looked a little bit better,
Yep.
right?
And then
Then-
died off again.
Yeah.
Then Bosa got injured. They had no Bosa.
Yep.
Then Bosa came back, I think the same time as they got Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
And since then, they've looked dominant. The one thing that scares me is the secondary. I think they're still pretty weak there. I don't know if there's players injured there or whether they just haven't been good in the secondary, leaving a lot of holes everywhere. But I still think it's the 49ers with Bosa back and Christian McCaffrey, Jimmy G, Debo, Kittle, Ayuk. I think it's a strong team. I think it's a really strong team.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I was really tempted, like that was one of the trickiest ones, where the 49ers go.
Yeah.
I think what I find really tricky about it is we've only seen them, like without CMC, we're not putting them on this list.
Not really,
Not,
no.
Well, not
No,
really, right?
no.
But since CMC, it's like, oh shit, here are they
Yeah.
kicking off? I just haven't. It's just been proven. It's been proven 2 weeks in a row, but
I think
I need to see more.
I think that the Chiefs, most of these teams will struggle against a really good defense. Sorry.
Yeah.
And we saw that last week with the Titans game, Titans Chiefs. When the Titans had a game plan of how to shut them down,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
fucking struggled.
Yeah.
They really did. And I think that's all it's going to take is a team with a solid defense to kind of
We record a podcast one night a week, and
we got Moses Lawns.
yeah, that's Saturday's job, man.
Yeah, so I don't know. I like the 49ers,
Yeah.
I really do.
Okay, great. Chiefs, you and me got them.
Yeah, they've just been playing solid. Obviously, against the Titans, they struggled a little bit, but I think there's a little bit of an anomaly in terms of how they've played. They have a lot of pieces, and they've kind of bolstered that a bit. And honestly, I just think they're playing well overall, and they'll just run the gauntlet. To the
Yeah,
end.
man, I 100% agree. I think that the Titans always have the Chiefs' number, seemingly. and so I think a bit of an anomaly game. That offense, every time they come out each week, they're doing something different. There's like a new player involved in it, or someone else picks up the gauntlet and someone else is kind of lacking. But they've got so many weapons up the front. And Patrick Mahomes, as much as he is a bit like Josh Allen, all you hear from the NFL Network is Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. He is a certified G of a quarterback, and he will really, I think he will take them to the Super Bowl. I can really see it. We were saying at the start of the year, Chiefs and Bills. Probably still saying it now. Well, I'm still saying it now. Chiefs and Bills at the top.
Aren't they both AFC?
Yeah, but
Right. I went with the 49ers. I should have gone with what I wrote down.
Okay, well,
they will be my number 3.
Okay. No,
but I'm saying that
right.
this team that I'm saying for number 3, I think are just as good as the 49ers and could probably actually beat the 49ers.
Sure, okay. Chiefs defense is, it's solid. They could probably do like a little bit better, but I like the Chiefs.
All right. I don't know. I think they got a hell of a lot of firepower.
Yeah.
Power to them. But they have fuck all run game, to be honest. They really do. Fuck all run
Correct.
game. And their run defense is pretty solid, but we saw last week that can be exploited with Derrick Henry. And then their pass defense is pretty shit. So, I don't know. I think the defense really is going to struggle. And I think it takes a good bit of coaching, which is what Mike Vrabel did last week, to shut down that offense a little bit.
Yep.
And so I think their defense isn't good enough to stop these really power offenses, so they rely on a shootout essentially.
Yeah.
But then you have a good bit of coaching can take away that shooting power a little bit.
But name a better team aside from the Bills in the league that is a shootout team.
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay, well let's do it now.
Well, 49ers are one of them. Now with Chris McCaffrey.
I don't know. I think still with Jimmy G behind centre, I don't put them as
He
like
completed 21 out of 25 passes last week.
Oh, dude, absolutely. And then Patty Mahomes scrambled out of 3 sacks and threw it between his legs.
Nah, and then
Travis Kelce, he was balancing on his head,
came and knocked him on his ass, and he went off injured.
All right. Okay, so let's go to number 3 then.
Yeah. This is the team right here.
Okay.
This is the team.
3, 2, 1. Eagles.
Cowboys.
Okay.
America's team.
Okay.
I think the Cowboys, with Dak back, we'll get to really see him well, but they played against the Bears. And we see how good the Bears are, right? Almost beat the Dolphins. Yeah. And yet fucking Cowboys blew them out by over 20 points.
Yeah, I really like the Cowboys. I'll spoil my next pick. Cowboys are my next pick.
Why did you do that?
Well, because we might as well talk about the Cowboys.
I didn't spoil it when I was talking about...
Okay.
Well, you've spoiled it now, so you might as well fucking talk about it.
I'm actually going to spoil the rest of my list.
Well, Cowboy... no, okay. Sorry, stole the thunder. Carry on.
What am I supposed to carry on now?
That's why. That's why I put the Niners in third, because I've got the same points as you, but I just think the Chiefs had a little bit more.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys. I think the Chiefs against Cowboys. I think Cowboys win that. I really do. I think their defense is good enough to stop the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And the offense with Dak.
Gotta stop that.
Let's get rid of Zeke. Let's get rid of him with Pollard, Lamb.
I was gonna say I wouldn't even like Dak's good, but as we've seen,
Pollard's a fucking monster.
Insane. Yeah. He's insane.
He's so shifty. He's sick. Lamb, Zeke. Oh, not Zeke. Sorry. Schultz, Gallup.
And latest trade rumors, well, not trade rumors, is
maybe OBJ.
OBJ to the Cowboys.
Maybe OBJ. Yeah. I just think that team
it's solid. If there was a team that you'd describe as like a brick wall, it would be them. Their offense is super solid.
Yep.
I wouldn't call it a shootout offense. It's just solid as fuck. I mean, their defense, solid as fuck.
Yeah.
They're like this immovable object, which is just going to be an absolute headache for anyone who goes up against them.
Then we've seen Cowboys be the Cowboys.
Then we've seen the Cowboys be the Cowboys. Yeah.
I think the Cowboys. I'm not going to put them on the Bills level, but I think them and the Bills are probably the 2 most balanced teams. Their offense is just as good as their defense. There is, I think, and that I think is going to be the difference in the when it comes to Super Bowl and playoffs and that stuff. Not how good is your offense. Oh, can Mahomes throw for 450 yards? Well, it doesn't matter when his defense is fucking letting up.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll just quickly jump in and talk about my pick. So Eagles, I know why you guys haven't put them on there. I'm assuming it's the easiness of the schedule.
That's one of them, yeah.
At least one of them. I think the Eagles are an outstanding team. You can't deny the 7-0. 8-0. Sorry, yeah, you can't deny the 8-0. They are a.
You might have to click. Yeah.
They are a super strong team. offense is solid, defense is solid. If they just keep going how they're going, they're gonna be in the Super Bowl. Admittedly, they've got a couple of tough games coming up, but they literally only have 2 tough games coming up. I mean, the rest is easy season. So
I don't like them at all.
You haven't liked them from day one. I've been each week as it's gone on, I've liked them a little bit less.
Yeah.
Because you see who they're up against, and you're kind of like, okay, well, you should have probably won that a bit better. Best example is the Texans. But yeah, in any case, I reckon Eagles.
Okay.
See them in the Super Bowl. I've been saying it all
Who did
year.
Grace say?
I said the
Niners.
Niners for 3.
You said the Niners
Yeah.
for 3.
Yep.
All right.
Go 4.
Let's do number 4.
All
3, 2, 1.
Chiefs.
Cowboys.
See, I think the Chiefs this is where I think the Chiefs belong here. I just think, yes, their offense is incredible, but I think every team I've named above them have a way better defense. They may have not as good as an offense
Sure.
as the Chiefs do,
More well-rounded, though.
but I think they're a more well-rounded team, and I think that's what's going to win the games that matter, the playoff games, the Super Bowl, the championship games. I think it needs to be a balanced defense, offense, and I think this is where the Chiefs come in for me.
Yeah, I put the Cowboys here because of what Grace said. Cowboys got a cowboy. They look amazing, but they come into the year kind of always looking good, and then something happens, and
I mean, there's a lot of
tends
Jerry
to show.
Jones money on the line. That man's poured millions into that team. And
Yeah, absolutely.
The results are not exactly fantastic. So it is one of those things that they're looking good at the moment, but down the stretch, it could flip on a dime, and it's just, I don't know. The Cowboys tend to do that later in the season.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, lucky last pick, which I really struggled with putting a team here.
Yeah, I think you can put
It's
a few different
really
teams
hard.
here. I think you
Yeah.
can put a few different
So
ones here.
we'll do ours, and then we'll see what we say. So
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Jets.
Seahawks.
Vikings.
I like that.
I thought.
I was really considering putting it on, and I was like,
Yeah.
nah, you guys will fucking be. He's buying. He's on Seahawks. I like that pick. I do.
It's because you're biased. You like the Seahawks.
Nah, you're right. I put the Jets. I just think their defense. I think it's just how they're going. It's just really solid.
Their
I
momentum's
don't think
insane right now.
that's why I put them 5. I think there's a lot of teams that I could put there. Another one. The way I'm kind of looking at it is right now. I think if you put the Jets up against X team,
Yeah.
can they beat them? And if in my mind, they say to myself, yes, they can beat them, then I've put them ahead of that team. Like Dolphins, right?
Yeah.
Can they beat the Dolphins right now? I think they can.
Yep.
I think they probably could. I think they could beat the Eagles. And then my other one was Seahawks, and it's obviously I think that'll be that'd be an interesting game, but
Yeah,
I just didn't want to put the CX in there just because I know that.
Yeah. The Seahawks, their momentum is insane right now. Gino is cooking. He is primo Gino. The whole offense is going insane, and then the defense might as well be Legion of Boom too. They are such an awesome team. Whether they can get over that hump and move and become an elite team.
Oh, they will. Have you seen the choreography for fucking touchdown celebrations?
Yeah, it's pretty
If they've
sick.
got that down a lot, I think the rest of the season, no worries with it. No issue.
Yeah, I think out of all of those other teams that are kind of in the ether, they just look the strongest to me right now. They look so tough.
The reason I picked Vikings is a couple things. Obviously, their offense is quite high powered.
Yep.
There's been some issues, but I feel like they're a team that's heating up. And their defense is actually doing really well, led by kind of that pass rush with Zadarius Smith. Unfortunately, obviously the Packers lost him because we couldn't afford him. But he has been leading that team in terms of shutting down the opposition in terms of plays and everything. I think he had 3 or 4 sacks or pressures last week.
Yeah.
And he's just been playing insane. So I feel like it's one of those things that they're probably not the strongest of the list,
Yeah, I'm
but
not
it's one of
gonna
those
lie.
chances that they could shoot through.
Yep, I can.
I'm not gonna lie, I
absolutely see it.
fucking hate that pick.
Yeah,
I hate that. You look at last week. They barely beat a Washington team that had Heineke with 50% completion. As much as I like the guy, he had 50% completion. They're missing Chase Young. Their team offense defense does not look great. And the Vikings barely fucking beat them, and then they're parading around with fucking chains on Kirk Cousins' necks.
That's pretty sick,
Bro,
though.
what the fuck are you
pretty sick.
celebrating?
Yeah,
What
no,
are you celebrating? Being a below average team.
Yeah, I absolutely get where you're coming from. The fact that they're 7-1,
7-1. Yeah.
7-1 is insane. They're not a team that kind of when you hear that record, you're like, oh yes, the Vikings.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's why I think this pick are so hard to grasp because there's so many teams in there. Like
I
on
think
my
they definitely have potential because you look at their team on paper and you're like, yes, this team could be 7-1. Then you look at how they got to 7-1 and just beating fucking shitters and barely scraping through. And it's like Dalvin Cook struggled at the start of the season, whether it was coaching or whatever it is. And then he struggled a lot last game as well. Barely got the touchdown at the end of the game. It's just like, and then so I look at them like, so they barely beat Washington. Then you have the Jets that just beat the Bills, and it's like, you put Vikings against Jets. I'm taking Jets all day, to be honest.
that'd be a watch.
Yeah.
I mean, also, so teams that were left off the list, Giants.
Yeah, I think they're on their downfall. Sorry, Harry. I think they're slowly crumbling.
Ravens.
Yeah, I was considering them, but
I don't think
trust them.
their defense is anywhere near good enough to.
Yeah, I agree there.
I'm sick of these power offenses just winning the leagues and people thinking they're so sick, but they're not, dude.
And then two more, and we'll end the segment. Thoughts on the Bengals? They were probably my pick that would take out the Seahawks. I'll put the Bengals in there.
I mean, it depends. It depends what Bengals you're going to get on the day.
Exactly, that's
True,
the problem.
true.
Like they are a team. I think them, and also I want to say the Bucks. If they had their center Jensen back,
Fuck no, nah, staying the fuck away.
if they had their center Jensen back, I think they could make a run at the end of the season. If they got him back tomorrow healthy, I think they can make a run for playoff contention because obviously they'd make it out of their division. It's absolute shitters in their division.
Yeah.
And I think they could do somewhat because I don't know. I think them and the Bengals to me are the same kind of like.
Nah, I have way more faith in the Bengals. I mean, last one,
okay,
way
dude.
more faith in the Bengals than the Bucks. Absolutely. I mean, Dolphins.
Once again, man, I don't know. I don't love
trust
the
them,
Dolphins.
man.
I think their offense is sick, but the defense, man, their defense
Super
again
lucky.
just.
But then they've just injected a little bit of money into both the offense and defense over the trade period.
Yeah,
So.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're waiting to see. I think the next kind of half of the season is going to really going to show a lot, but
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not convinced about them.
All right. Well, that was Hot Boy Hot Takes, sponsored by
No one.
no one.
Wow,
Yeah.
we fell off.
We fell off.
Last week was sponsored by
Nice
so many people.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's get into week 10.
Do you know what's the
Let's-
time of the camera, by the way?
Yep. Yeah, Grace.
Nice, dude.
We're all professionals around here, man. All professionals. Okay, so week 10.
Yeah.
Let's try and make some money this week, eh, guys?
Oh please.
Oh, I'm going
God.
to, dude. I'm going to. I've got this shit sorted.
Okay, so first game is Falcons at the Panthers, Friday, 2:15.
Yeah, so this is a game I'm staying away from.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I'll say it now. I'm taking the over on this game. I'm taking the over. Baker played the second half last week. He didn't play the first half. PJ Walker's garbage. We finally saw why he's not a starter. What, he had 3 out of 10 or some shit?
Yeah, 3 out of 10. He put up negative fantasy points.
Yeah, he looked shit. Then they put in Baker. He completed 14 out of 20, 155 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. It was just the kind of defense that really let them down. Their defense is ranked 27th in the league.
I mean, dude, I think it's the Panthers, right? 2 weeks ago, we were like, this team, absolute hot garbage. They came and played one game where they looked good, and we're kind of like, oh, okay, a little bit. And then we're like, oh, right, it's the Panthers.
Funny
right.
you say 2 weeks ago,
I think it was 2 weeks
because
ago.
2 weeks ago they played the Falcons played the Panthers again.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It
was
went
up with the schedule, I
It went 37-34.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, of course, because it came down to Young Ho.
Oh, did it?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Kicking the field goal.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take the
extra
over on this. I don't like either of these. Both teams are allowing 25 points per game.
Yeah.
And both these teams have a decent offense and just a really shit defense. Cordero Patterson's back.
Yes.
He looked pretty good last week. I don't know.
I'm taking the Falcons, like, pretty much all day here, I reckon.
Oh, you are, yeah?
Yeah, I'm taking the Falcons. I think the Falcons, they throughout this whole season have just been a better and more consistent team. Tricky team to bet on, but I like it. I like them over the Panthers, which are gonna sell off everything and fire us out and buy and trade what they can. You know.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I'll take Falcons -3 here. But if I'm actually betting on this, I'm gonna bet on the over on this.
Okay, great. Oh,
Yeah.
Big thoughts, big
there's,
thoughts.
Huge thoughts. Cause you know what? Yeah, this is the start of me trying to make money. So I'm not gonna bet on it.
yeah,
But I might put it in a multi just for the sake of it.
yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna take the Panthers.
Team Panthers. Okay,
Yeah.
Panthers.
Why not?
I already had Falcons penciled in there. I'll change it up. All right, do we have any more to say about that game?
Panthers are one of the worst teams against the run. Now they've got Daryl Patterson back on the
Yeah.
Falcons. I just think he's going to rip through that team.
And I mean, at the end of the day, like when you're breaking it down as well, you've got Mariota, sure, but then you've got him tossing to Drake London, Kyle Pitts.
Hopkins been playing like ass.
yeah,
Drake London
nah.
hasn't been doing that well.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
still,
know.
bigger name value.
I don't think you can say much about either of
Get
these
some,
teams.
get some trades of
So
fantasy.
that's how teams win. Oh, guy, good name.
Yeah, got
Yeah.
good name. Yep. Okay, let's move on to the next game then.
This is
What
a
a,
really,
what a way to open the week, eh?
Yeah,
Falcons
what
and
a
Panthers.
shit.
this is a really interesting one. The next game.
Well, this is Seahawks Buccaneers in Germany,
Yeah.
3:30 a.m. on Monday.
Oh,
First German
Time to
game.
wake up early.
I'm going Seahawks.
Okay.
I don't like.
Seahawks are plus 2.5. Seahawks, for some reason again, are underdogs.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna also lock this game too.
Yeah, I might do that too.
Lock
I
in
might.
Seahawks.
I might. I don't have my paper, so I can't look at my rest of them. But
Do you want me to put a lock on for you? Or put a maybe on?
Put a maybe on for
Okay.
me. But yeah, I'm taking Seahawks all day here. Look, I don't. The Seahawks, like we talked about, Seahawks are looking like a top 10 team at least.
I'd say top 5. I'd
And
say
the-
fifth actually.
And the yeah. And the Bucks look like a bottom 10 team. I think they look pretty shit at the moment. Nothing's really changing about them. They're scoring 18 points per game. The Bucks are.
Yeah.
Compared to the Seahawks are scoring 27 points per game on
Yeah.
average. But the Bucks have a good defense. But then again, I think the Seahawks firepower is just too good. I think it can do well against that Bucks defense.
Too good.
Gino too good.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about the Rams and the Bucks the other week, and we're like, all right, yeah, Bucks are going to get this, and for the Rams, how bad are they? And then it was a narrow win, and you're
Yeah.
watching it, and when they got there, when you see Tom Brady like celebrate on the sidelines, it's like, man, you guys like.
Yeah, he's 1-0 since the divorce.
He's one of those since the divorce. Sure, maybe I should change his lockup, but I don't know, man. I do not like the Bucks up there on Keith's bad team list.
Yeah, I think
Bad.
while they still have that O-line that they have and the problems they have in their O-line, they were
absolutely.
going to struggle every single game.
The whole team is misfiring. It's like a card. It's like missing this bit and that bit and this bit, and the whole thing's just barely rolling
See,
along
that's
the
where
ground,
I think
man.
you're wrong. I don't think it's the whole team like you say.
Oh, you think it's just Tom Brady?
No, I don't think it's Tom Brady. I think it's the O-line. I really do.
Grayson's looking up Germany.
Yeah, no, it's just have a look to see, if they have any relation to Pirates or Seahawks.
And was there any relation to Pirates and Seahawks?
Not really.
Okay.
So it doesn't really help at all.
Germany Pirates? Question mark?
German
The
Pirates?
Seahawks defense, actually, though,
Yeah.
in the past,
Are
I
they
think
German?
3 games, have been rated one of the best defenses in the past 3 games.
Yeah, they're absolutely insane.
They're doing really well. Also, what was I going to say? Oh, that's right, the sacks on Kyler Murray last week. 5 of them.
Yeah.
5 whole sacks on Kyler Murray.
Yeah,
And now
yeah.
against an O-line that doesn't talk very well. Yeah, I think
That's what
yeah.
that's called in Germany, a blitzkrieg. So that's where my money's going. We're going Seahawks plus 2.5. Check me
Seahawks.
down.
Seahawks
Yeah,
all
yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah.
Are you maybe in it or locking it, Gray?
We'll put check down a maybe.
Check down a maybe on that one?
Yeah.
Alright, man.
I like the idea
Maybe.
of just the Seahawks blitzkrieging.
Yeah,
Tom
you
Brady.
really got me
Tom
on.
Brady's old, poor, broken ass about to get blitzkrieged.
Well, he's not poor,
No.
No,
but he's old and broken.
I didn't
so.
mean like
Yeah,
poor in terms
yeah.
of monetary value, just
Yeah.
sad man.
Definitely, well, he's definitely the
Yo,
oldest
we
QB in
got
the
so
league.
much alike, me and him.
What's that?
I don't know, poor, sad,
Divorced.
lost a wife,
Is a pirate.
is a pirate,
Yeah.
Damn. What else is here? White.
white.
Yeah.
6'5",
Yeah.
390 pounds.
What's your 40-yard dash?
It's fucking same as his. This next game though, I'm taking the over. Oh, fuck the game.
All right. Let me just hit the. So we got Lions at Bears Monday 7 a.m. What a shootout!
Bears
Yeah.
are favourites.
Woo!
Bears are favourites by 3
Well,
here.
after that game that Justin Field and
Oh,
the
yeah.
Bears put
Yeah.
Fields, he's not single Field, that Justin
Justin
Field
Field.
put on, and the Bears, Jesus, what a team!
They
Considering at
look
the
pretty
start
good.
of this, when we started recording this podcast, I was like, Bears, bad team, possibly bottom team.
That's the thing.
You did say they're the worst in the league.
I
I'm pretty
did
sure
say-
at
I
one point.
did.
They
Definitely
almost
said
they
that,
almost
yeah.
beat the Dolphins, and yet people are saying the Dolphins like a playoff team, and
Yeah.
they're a top team.
Yeah, yeah.
They almost beat the fucking Dolphins. I like this team right now. I think
Yeah.
the defense obviously still fucking struggles, and we've seen that.
Yeah.
Cowboys 2 weeks ago put up 40 something on them. Last week,
Yeah.
Dolphins put 30-something on them.
Yeah.
So their defense still fucking struggles. But man, good thing the Lions have the worst defense in the league.
And their offense is
and
playing
the
like
offense
ass.
is top 5, top 10 offense. I think there's going to be an absolute shootout. It's going to be a very high-scoring game. Bears lost Roquan Smith. And yeah, I'm taking the over on this one too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Lions came back better than I thought they would. They finally got their win. It's never nice.
But it was such a bottom feeder team though, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely, and a washed-up QB.
and a washed-up QB, team.
Is it their only strategy to run and their runner's injured?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a shit team.
Oh, we can still see the tears, buddy.
No, these are designed to hide them.
Oh, okay.
I put tissues at the
he's got
bottom to soak them up.
Tear blockers on. Yeah, I'd absolutely take the over on this. This is going to be I'd love to watch this game. Oh, I mean, we watch all games around here at Tackle for Loss, but no, this is going to be wild.
Grayson, what are you going with this one?
I'm going Bears.
I actually didn't choose a team yet.
I think their offense again is it's one of those high-powered offenses. Their run games are real solid with Montgomery and Herbert. Fields has been playing real well. Like the last couple of weeks, he's heating up. Again, their wide receiver core is a bit
Yeah.
But against the Lions, who struggled against this like a kind of struggling Packers, they only put fuck all points anyway.
16. Yeah.
Yeah. So against the Bears, I reckon as you said, there's probably going to be a lot of points scored, but I think the Bears got it with that -3.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm taking Bears here.
So we got Bears. Oh, I'm really on the fence here, man. Really on the fence because I like the Lions. They worked well for me last week, but after that performance that the Bears did, I'm gonna go the Bears.
You know Bears.
Yeah, that was an insane performance by them, and kudos to them. Where Lions, it was dope to see them win. Aiden Hutchinson got his first pick ever.
Oh, did he get a pick?
Yeah, ever.
Oh,
Yeah, he's never had one at where'd he go?
Michigan.
Yeah. So I don't think he ever had one in high school either. Apparently.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah. So the Lions really deserved it. They earned it. But the Bears just were insane last week. So yeah. All right, next team. Well, game I should say. Browns at the Dolphins. 7 a.m. game on Monday.
Yeah, this is a game. Fuck the game. I'm taking the over. I think it's actually going to be a lot more of a close game than people think. That's why I suppose that's why it's 3.5, not anything bigger than that.
Yeah.
The Dolphins are allowing 25 points per game.
Yep.
Which is one of the worst. And yet they're still winning games because of just how they're good. Good firepower of the offense.
Yep.
And then on the
Firepower
Browns,
is the word of the day today.
the Browns, they're allowing 25 points per game as well, but they're also scoring 25 points per game.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb's an absolute beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And their defense obviously was able to shut down the Bengals for 3 quarters. So
Yep.
I
mean, I'm
I'm taking the Browns plus 3.5.
I was about to say,
Whoa.
let's do some
Yeah,
voodoo
give me
shit.
that,
Do it.
He doing it's the voodoo corner.
Yeah.
Browns plus
Um,
3.5.
Talking to some spirits.
And also
to
take
find
the
out what
over.
he wants.
And take the over. I think the tricky thing for me here is the Dolphins. They're this firepower offense, but they're just so untrustworthy. When I watch them play, I don't know where that game's going. From one quarter to
Wait,
the
who's that,
next.
Dolphins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
From
know,
one
mate.
quarter to the next, I'm like, well, are they gonna? No, nothing's happened. And in the next quarter, they put up a 40 burger. Like it's wild.
Shit.
How's it not happening? You have an award-winning New Zealand podcast where you're the
Third
or
rated
best
analyst.
analyst,
Look,
yeah.
I'm down bad. Alright, I get it.
Yeah.
This is where I'm sitting. I've worn black for a reason because I'm depressed and I'm drinking.
Okay.
But
Okay.
we're going Browns.
Going Browns.
Going Browns.
All right,
Yeah.
2 for the Browns. I'll take the Dolphins. I love to be contrarian, so let's do it.
Was
Dolphins.
that like a new religion or something?
yeah. It's my religion. It's the KBRM religion. All right, we got Broncos at Titans, 7 a.m.
Wait, what did we say?
Broncos at Titans, 7 a.m.
Broncos at Titans, 7 a.m. Titans are -3 favorites. Now,
I love that. I love that top comment under the Titans.
Malik Willis.
Malik Willis.
Did you see him at the end of the last game scrambling around? The dude was
Yeah,
struggling.
I mean,
I had
Tell
the
his O-line.
unfortunate pleasure to catch the end of that game.
Yeah,
His,
same.
his O-line were fucking pissed at him, dude. Like, you could tell in
Yeah.
that last drive that they had in OT.
Yeah.
Their whole O-line was just so sick of him. He's supposed to be this fucking scrambling QB.
Yeah.
Yet when he couldn't see any receivers open in the first, I don't know, 10
Do
seconds.
you want to put that in quotes? because
What?
it cut to the 4 box cam. It's like,
Yeah.
and that he's
Yeah.
open.
There's a lot of
he's
people open.
But
But,
he's not open now. He's open.
But like when he couldn't find a throw, he then decided to run backwards and then circle around and try to get another throw.
Yeah.
And he couldn't find one. So then he ran backwards again and circled around and tried to find a throw. You're supposed to be a running QB. Run forward.
Yeah.
The dude's doing like shuttle runs across the field.
Like, you're giving your team less of a
insane.
chance by running backwards and ending it on a fucking 4th and 25, and now you have to go for it and try to get... Like, that's never gonna fucking... Like,
No.
what an idiot, dude. The guy had -3 yards in the second half. -3 passing yards in the second half. What the fuck? He's so shit. He's so fucking garbage, and I cannot believe
There's
he
a
was the
reason the
third-
ball gets passed off.
He was the 3rd quarterback taken in that draft. And how?
Yeah.
He's
I
dog
find
shit.
it really interesting because I don't really not pay
He
attention, but I
played
knew.
no good
Yeah, I
teams
don't think I heard
in
you, Greg.
college.
Yeah, I knew that he went, but Ryan Tannehill, he's not like a bad QB. He's like a
alright.
Jimmy G, right? He's all right. Why did they not wait a year and pick up a good
I don't
QB?
know.
They
Well,
did, bro. It's Malik Willis.
Well, shit.
They're all
clearly-
in on Malik Willis, dude. They converted 1 out of 11 third
Yeah.
downs.
So,
they fucking suck.
Let me throw a question.
Imagine that team with a good QB.
Well, let me throw this question out. This is it's a great segue.
Okay.
Tannehill's in against the Chiefs. Does the Titans win? Do the Titans
Probably.
win? Yeah, I think so.
I don't think it goes to
Yeah.
overtime.
Yeah.
-3 yards
Yeah.
of passing yards in the second half,
Yeah.
and they forced it to OT.
Yeah. Yeah.
You couldn't even get it to fucking halfway and won it. You couldn't even get it to halfway or just over
I don't think he
halfway.
had positive yards on that drive.
No, I mean the whole second half. You
Oh,
could
the
have
whole
kicked a
second
fucking couple field goals or something more.
Yeah.
A little bit extra, just one more field goal.
I just realized the Titans' favorite is -3 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
They're like, you know
taking-
what? This is what Malik
Tan-
Willis deserves.
Is Tannehill back?
I think he might be. Yes, Harry.
Tannehill's
He
thank
is
you,
back.
producer Harry.
There you
Tannehill
go.
is back.
I don't give a fuck. I'm taking Mr. Unlimited.
I am not touching
I'm
Mr.
taking
Unlimited.
Mr. Unlimited.
No, hell no. I'm going
I think they're
Titans.
still a shit team. They're only scoring 15 points per game. But they only allow 16 points per game, which is one of the best in the league.
Yeah, I don't think the offense of the Titans is getting through that Broncos defense.
Yep.
I think this is
Called Derrick Henry.
well, yeah, but when he's kind of
Yep, that's all we need. You've seen it happen before.
yeah,
when
no,
that
that's
man
true.
gets going,
That's
he's
true.
a train, mate.
Also,
You ain't
okay,
stopping.
actually, going
I
back to
agree,
the
but I
Titans,
think
going back to the
Mr.
Titans again.
Unlimited
Go to the
is what
Titans.
I'm-
I'm
Why
taking
on that
Mr.
last drive?
Unstoppable.
Why on most of that last drive, Derrick Henry's on the bench?
It might have been injured. Might have been.
Maybe you need to go.
I don't know.
Maybe you need to go take a pee. You know, sometimes you
Well, yeah,
can't
true.
have to go off.
Sometimes you have to go take a pee.
Dude, Russ is cooking right now. I'm taking Mr. Unlimited.
I don't know if Russ is cooking.
He's got unlimited
Dude,
But he
potential.
got
No, 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 no.
Wolverine blood. Let's go.
No, that dude's using a microwave. He's not cooking.
I think
I'm taking the Broncos here. +3. Give me that.
Yeah, I think. I also think Russ is just leaning into the memes at this point. He's really just rolling with
Oh,
them.
but I'm also taking the under.
Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah.
All right.
I'm taking the under on that.
Sweet.
All right. Now fill out the boxes.
Yeah,
Greg.
I'll
That's
fill
your
out the
job.
boxes. That's
Yeah.
my job. Wait. So where are you going, Gray?
I'm going Titans.
Are you going Titans?
He's
Yeah.
taking Mr. Unstoppable.
Yeah, I'm going the other way.
Taking Mr. Unlimited.
Wait, who's Mr. Unstoppable?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Oh, okay.
I just made it up.
Malik Willis is Mr. Stoppable.
He's definitely unstoppable.
Mr. fucking negative yardage. Jesus
Doesn't
Christ.
quite roll out the tongue, Mr. fucking negative yardage. Jesus Christ. It doesn't though. You try it. They do it.
Huh?
Do it.
Mr.
Limited. Okay. I'm taking the Broncos as well. No one's locking this game up, but Cree's saying take the under on this one.
Yes.
Cool.
Hey, actually, you're gonna make sure you put money on the unders and overs as
I'm
well.
actually
gonna
gonna
do it.
fucking
Yeah,
take
I'm gonna
them
do
this
it
week.
too. Yeah.
Yes.
Are you doing them as a multi or do you do them individually?
I might do both, to be honest. I might do
Singles and multi.
singles and then maybe a multi of like I might just take 3 of them and do a multi in that or whatever. Whatever, I don't know. Whatever.
Sweet.
I'll
we'll
figure
look,
it out.
we'll look at
Okay.
the next game.
Next
We've
game.
got Bills Vikings. Bills are favourites by 5.5. Vikings underdogs by 5.5.
Oh my
Home.
god, dude. Give me the Bills all day.
Yeah.
It's the Bills.
I reckon the Bills. They had one rough week last week against the Jets, but as we've said, the Jets have a fantastic defense, coached by Robert Saleh, who has always been a fantastic defensive coach.
He is, yeah.
I just don't think the Vikings have enough, and their defense isn't good enough against the Bills.
I think that especially
Nice.
the Vikings'
So
pass
60%.
defense. Vikings' pass defense fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like, it is one of the worst pass defenses.
Josh Allen's a power passer.
He is, and
He
a power
is, yeah.
pisser too.
Whoa.
Wow.
And
Real
power,
fucking stream that comes out
power
of that bad
runner
boy.
too. Power puker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power gamer, you seen him on the online
On the sticks?
On the sticks, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm taking Bills 5.5.
Yeah, I think Bills 5.5. I'm also, might put a maybe on this.
Yeah, I might put a maybe on that
I
too.
think-
dude.
yeah.
Maybe this as well.
Well, let me put 3 maybes in. Do we want to talk about the stats of this game?
What do we have?
Yeah.
Scoring 27 points per game with the Bills, only allowing 15. That's pretty solid.
That's pretty solid.
They have the number 1 offense, number 4 defense. That's pretty solid.
That's pretty solid. Has that just been the case the entire time? Or has that defense kind of gone up and down a little bit?
Defense gone up and
It's
down.
just kind of
yeah.
set at the top.
Um,
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think the little bit of a weakness to the Bills is that they struggled against a really good defense. I think if you put the really good defense in front of the Bills,
Sure.
they're going to
Yeah,
struggle a
yeah,
little bit because
yeah.
they don't have the run game like a lot of other teams do. That can do RPOs and get the linebackers and the safeties dropping back and doing all sorts of
I think-
things.
I think the
they
big
don't
thing as
really
well-
they're not scary at the run game. That's the problem.
Talking about Josh Allen being a power passer, power runner, power puker, power gamer, the Jets were built to stop that. I mean,
Yeah.
like some of his
Yeah.
desperate plays that work, or it may not even be desperate, it may be drawn up that way. Sauce Gardner was there to be like, no, like just doing his thing.
Yeah.
Where the Vikings, they don't have that. The Vikings offense, when it works really fucking well.
Too bad it doesn't
they,
work half the time. It's like erectile dysfunction. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say that right now. The Vikings offense is like erectile dysfunction. Sometimes it works, but a lot of the time it's just not there.
I
It's
thought
just
they have like a there's a medication for that now, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
well, the Vikings haven't found it.
So last week in the Hot Boy Hot Takes, I
Kirk
put
Cousins had 50% completion.
I put it to you. Who would you trade for?
Yeah.
Right, to make your team better.
Yeah,
You are the Vikings
yeah.
to fix your erectile dysfunction.
Viagra.
Which player is that? Yeah, which player is your Viagra? Who are you trading in there? What? Where's the fix
Well,
needed?
they need to do better on defense. That's a big part of their being shit. They scored 24 points per game.
secondary.
That's solid.
Yeah.
It really. Well, I'm still plugged in. We're good. It really is the defense that lets them down. When they're
Yeah.
scoring 24 points per game, they're sick. They're allowing 20. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I don't know.
They've got the opposite problems of who's the Jalen Ramsey at the Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he came out in a press conference this week and said that he was swearing in the press conference, just
He
being like
ripped into them too.
ripped it. He's like,
To
yeah,
who?
into his offense.
As their offense.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
He
ripped
was
into the Rams'
swearing in the press
offense.
conference. He was like, we did like a massive stop. Now all you got to do is go out there and win the fucking game. We shouldn't have to cut back on the fucking field. Like he was just going up.
Ah.
The opposite is at the Vikings. The Vikings'
Yeah,
offense is doing everything they can, and you look at Kirk Cousins. They're playing these long drives because they know as soon as that defense comes in,
I mean,
that's when the points are
there
getting
was
scored
that's
against.
the thing. There was like a big
Points are
problem
always
with
getting scored against them on the defense end. Like that's just how football works. But
there was like the problem that the Seahawks had over the past few years, right? When they had Russ,
Yeah.
was that their defense wasn't good enough to get the offense the ball back.
Yeah.
Like it was the time of possession was just fucking 50-50 or even in favoring of the other team. It just like it can fuck teams completely, and that's what's.
And
I
so
don't,
I
I don't,
think-
7-1, how, dude?
Yeah, if this matchup was different, Vikings against someone else,
Get your floppy cock out of here
It's a more of an interesting.
with your erectile dysfunction ass. You know?
I guess it's time to go.
All right, let's move on from this game. Everyone maybe'd it as well. Everyone maybe'd
I'd
the
maybe
Bills.
it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. The next game we got the Texans at the Giants, 7 a.m.
Gants.
game.
Shout out the Gants.
Shout out the Gants. New York
6.5.
Gants.
This is the downfall of the Gants.
The
Give me Texans. Give me
G-men.
Texans.
What?
No, I'm taking. I don't know. I'm talking shit, man.
It's
I'm
6.5.
The Texans are only scoring 16 points a game, bro.
And it's through one man. And his name's Damian Pierce.
Yeah,
He's carried,
yeah.
Bit of a
I
fucking
just-
beast.
I don't know if they can do anything else.
They played well against the Eagles last
You know why though?
night.
Red helmets.
Yeah.
That was sick. They were sick. That kit was awesome.
Yeah, that was sick.
No, that was really cool. Real nice shine to them.
Yeah, it's like the Bucks one, like the Bucks silver that they got.
Yes,
That's
it
real
is.
cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing, but
like
red.
a candy almost.
Yeah.
No.
Sparkles in there too.
Yeah, it was really
Shining
cool.
off the eyes of all the beautiful players out there. You know?
That's what got the Eagles distracted.
Yeah,
Shiny helmets.
true. Davis the Nick Mills played.
This is his official title, yeah.
Davis the Nick Mills played solid actually.
He really stretched out the game, didn't he?
Is that a Nick joke?
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
Nick joke.
yeah. He did well.
You can
He
really
did a couple
see
of
over the
rollouts.
O-line really well.
Yeah.
They made
He
it.
really got a long neck, the game.
Okay, the Giants had a sleep
I.
last week.
Yeah, had a little bit of a nap.
Yeah.
What did I write down here?
I think Harry napped all of last week too.
Yeah,
Wait, what did I write?
he's still napping.
I mean, Jones didn't look good against the Seahawks. He really didn't. He had 55% completion or something like that.
I don't know if that's anything against Jones. I think it's just how well that Seahawks defense played.
They
Yeah,
also have no receivers there. Barkley got shut down.
yeah.
I mean, they're giving
Defense
them, they're
couldn't
giving them
stop
away at this
them.
point.
I don't know, man. I think the 6.5 is a lot.
I think the 6.5 is a
I
lot
think
as well.
Giants by 5. I'm taking the Texans plus 6.5.
Wow. Okay. Are you going to lock it?
No.
Okay, just wondering. Just wondering.
I'm not losing my money, dude. It may look like it, but I'm not.
Oh, I thought.
I'm just looking at margins. Don't worry
Oh,
about
you're
it.
looking at margin. I thought.
I don't have to. I know who the team is. I know who the Texans are. Like they're irrelevant, but I'm not googling them
I
to find
didn't
out
know-
who the fuck are the Texans.
Are there any Texans in Texas?
Yeah.
What are you trying to look
How
up?
shiny be helmets?
Do you know a really good website?
What's that?
Teamrankings.com.
Team rankings.
What do they
Yeah.
do there?
Are we sponsored
They,
by them?
Yeah, we sponsored by that.
no,
No, perfect. Moving on.
Nice.
great website.
Just look at the margins that they have lost by recently. Like, it's enough to cover that. So I'm gonna take the Giants.
You gotta
Minus
take
6.5.
the Giants. Okay, take
Yeah.
the Giants. Harry, do you have anything you want to say, producer Harry, about the Giants, your team?
Go Saquon.
Actually, yeah, no, I take that back. I'm picking the Giants.
Wow, Harry was so convincing.
Harry's just one thing. And Crew's like, oh, yeah, no.
All it took was me to look at my notes about the Texans, and they're one of the worst teams against the run.
Yeah, we literally didn't discuss the Texans. We literally just said their helmets were shiny and nice, and Davis Mills is a long neck. So
Yeah.
You're right.
yeah,
Because like
for that reason, I'm taking the Texans,
and
man.
we weren't wrong.
No, I'm taking the Giants though.
Yeah, it was like they lost 12 against the Eagles. They lost by 18 against the Raiders. They lost 7 against the Titans, and they only won against the Jags. But the
Right.
Jags played like ass
Yeah.
that week.
Yeah, I'm taking the
Yeah, give me the
Giants as well.
Gants here. Give me the Gants.
Yeah, I'm taking Gants. Gibbon. All right.
Perfect.
Speaking of the Jaguars, we got the Jaguars at the Chiefs, 7 a.m. Monday.
No, I'm staying away from this because it's 9.5 points, and I don't like
Margins.
that.
9.5.
I don't like
Yeah.
9.5.
I don't like that either. We kind of talked about the Chiefs earlier. They barely beat the Titans, but the Titans going to have their number. Their offense comes up with something new every week because their personnel is vast. Travis Kelce is Travis Kelce. Patty Mahomes is Patty Mahomes. Defense isn't that good, but they are a top 2 offense. They're a shootout team, and I don't think they're going to lose this.
I think they can outscore the Jags by 9.5. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Probably.
9.5 is huge.
I think they probably can, but it is whether I think the Jags can score within 9.5 of the other team, which is the Chiefs.
What?
It's whether they can keep up, is what he's saying.
Right, yeah.
And I
yeah.
think it does come down to, if you're looking at like against how they played against the Titans, the Chiefs did. I think it does come to like how well they adapt to that run game kind of thing.
Yeah.
And obviously the Jags have just bolstered run game.
Give me anytime touchdown scorer Etienne and give me anytime touchdown scorer Travis Kelce.
That's really
Yeah.
nice.
I'm actually going to do a bet this week on anytime touchdown scorers. I'm going to do about 5 multis and put about 6 in. I've done a list at work. I've got 25 players
Hold on.
that are rated on a 1 to 10
bets are you
Yeah,
scale.
doing
yeah.
this
How many
week?
bets are you doing?
You've got the unders and overs. You've
Yeah.
got your locks, and
Yeah.
now you got this.
Like I said, I won money on CSGO today.
How much money did you put on Zivgo? You don't have to answer that, but that must be a significant amount.
Oh, I put a little bit on, but they're paying $2 like $2.30, so
Okay.
like, you know
Wow,
it's over
fair
double
enough.
my money.
Oh, do you remember when he sent us that text?
Yeah, I do remember.
Dude, I'm
actually.
sorry.
Hold on,
I'm sorry.
Hold on, my
Yeah.
service has been bid. Oh, I just got it now.
Oh,
I was supposed to put those on
wow.
earlier. Oh, shit.
I'll tell you tomorrow when I bet on the CS:GO again.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah. Before you do. Before you
Before I do
yeah,
it. Yeah, I'll look at it before I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Jag shit. Give me them.
You like the Jags? Yeah, okay.
9.5. Yep.
Yeah,
Fair.
I think-
9.5 is tricky, man.
I think the Jags are going to be able to keep it within the 9.5.
Okay.
That's my new strategy. Bet within the big margins.
Yeah, sure.
But we have seen bigger though, in terms of like the margins that the Jags have lost by. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm taking the Chiefs on this. The pass
confirm.
defense of the Jaguars isn't good.
So what
and
did I write that?
yeah.
Okay.
Pass defense isn't good, and the Chiefs are a pass attack
They
team.
passed the ball.
They pass the ball a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
Actually,
what
no.
happens is
Yeah.
Patty Mahomes gets it. He passed the ball.
Yeah, he passed
I
Hey,
the
stand-
ball.
he does some this.
I stand corrected. They haven't lost by that margin before, so that Jags bet's probably kind of safe.
Oh, wait, I mean, I wouldn't say safe. Don't bet on that.
That way they
It's-
won't because they bet on themselves.
Good.
That's right. Yeah, I'm just saying it's probably a bit safer than what what it
Yeah,
looks
no,
like.
yeah, no, I knew that. That's why I took them. 9.5 Jags. Give me that.
Yeah, I'm taking 9.5 Jags.
I'll take the Chiefs then. I already had it here, but I'll take the Chiefs then.
Sweet.
Okay.
Cool. And that's for the added note of anytime touchdown, Kelsey and
And Etienne.
Etienne.
I like that.
I like that.
Who said that?
I don't know, but Keith spelled it wrong. So
I don't know how to spell Travis Etienne.
you spelled Itty Rain.
I can't see.
Shout out Travis if you rain. Moving on to the next game.
He's about to rain on their parade. Because he's about to rain on their parade. The next
Alright.
game is the Saints at the Steelers, 7 a.m. Monday.
Steelers
I like
plus-
the Saints here.
Plus 2.5 underdogs.
Give me the Saints, dude.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
the
good.
Saints
I've
all
got the
day.
Saints as well, man.
Steelers, what I write here? Got shit on by the Eagles. Pickett played pretty well. They're averaging 15 points a game and allowing 25. They're averaging a losing margin of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And they've played some shitters. Well, not
And-
some shitters, but they've played some pretty fucking average teams too.
I mean, they don't have Claypool anymore either.
They don't have Claypool anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Not
We
that,
didn't,
not
we
that I
didn't
mean,
mention him either when we were talking about it earlier.
was he used that much?
Oh yeah, my bottom note on there. TJ might be back. Sorry, TJ Watt might be back.
Oh.
Is that enough though?
I don't know. I wouldn't
don't
bet
think
on
so.
this game.
I
I'll
don't
still
think that's
take the
enough to
Saints.
change it.
Saints 2.5. Give me that.
I forgot the Steelers are in the league.
They're a shit team.
Yeah, like, honestly, it's a rebuild year, but I don't know what they're rebuilding to next year either.
I don't know. Buy
dunno.
more yellow towels.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm taking the Saints. The Saints looked like they had a bit of life.
Could they play?
They played against the very forgettable game of...
This is.
Ravens.
Already just played Ravens. Yeah.
They look
Yep.
like shit.
Yeah,
They lost by 14, Keith.
Yeah, they got smoked, dude.
Oh, okay, no, sorry, yeah, that's a good point. No,
I think you're talking about the game before.
no, I was definitely talking about that game, but I only watched
okay.
some of it, so...
Oh, right, okay, yeah, fair
Must have been a very small margin.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
And
I mean, the defense
Yeah,
of the
actually, no,
Steelers
you're
is
right.
fucking dog shit.
I know, I already put in our chat, I was just like, God, I need the Saints to do
Yeah,
something
you
here.
literally talked about the Saints
Yeah,
should do
yeah.
more. I think the offense of the Saints can shit on the Steelers' defense
Yep.
if they feel like it on the day, maybe.
I wonder if it's more of the fact if Kamara's going to wake up this week because he was asleep last week.
Yeah. I'm changing it. I'm going Steelers.
What you've just agreed with everything we've said, and now you're changing
Like
it.
for a 2.5 margin.
2.5. Like, you might as well not even be there.
You Bill Murray from Life Aquatic looking ass. Just
What
pick
would Bill
the
Murray
man.
do?
What would Bill Murray
Who does Bill Murray
Bills Murray.
support? Bill's Murray
He
support?
supports the Bills now, bro.
Oh, shit.
Yes, it's in his
NFL.
name.
He's a committed loyalist to the Chicago Bears and the Bulls.
He's a Bears fan.
And he loves the Cubs. So there we
He's
go.
a big Chicago
Big
boy.
Chicago guy, huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh shit! Patriots Bill Murray excited to make switch from D line to O line.
Dude, he played for the Pats back in the day.
That's wild.
That's crazy, dude.
Damn, that
What can't the guy do?
This is nuts.
Make a good film?
Wow.
Wow. Have you watched any of his films? Well, that doesn't really help me here. So. I was
Fucking bet on it. Fuck this game, dude. Just bet on something, man.
Okay, I'll just take the Saints.
It's a shitter of a game.
He's done the double in reverse.
Like,
on
is
himself.
anybody
Yeah.
sitting down and watching this game?
I'm-
I don't even think fucking Saints
Nah.
fans are sitting down watching that.
I don't think so. I think you're doing something else, and it's just in the background.
Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair.
This next game, though,
It's not tasty like that biscuit I had.
I would say the under.
It's cold
I'm
at the Raiders.
Slurping on this under, dude.
10 o'clock game. First 10 o'clock.
Let's talk about the Colts for a second.
Well, 6.5.
The Colts aren't scoring any points this game.
Do we want to talk
Wait.
Bet on the fact there will be a shutout in this game. The Colts are not scoring.
Against the Raiders.
Well, do we hold on? Let's just start with this top of the week news about the Colts. Frank Reich is fired.
Yeah.
He's gone. They've picked up
A random fucking dude
was
off the street
he was
who taught high school football like 10 years ago.
He was an ESPN analyst last week.
go to the news.
where is it? Oh yeah, let's go to the news. I know his name's Saturday, but what's his?
Yeah.
Jeff Saturday.
Jeff Saturday.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a
And
real person
so
either.
Jeff Saturday comes in because he's friends with the owner of the Colts. That's the only reason why. In the half-an-hour press conference, the owner of the Colts, which is Jim Irsay, I'm pretty sure, he talks about the CIA going to Mars, sausages, but won't answer why they hired Jeff Saturday. Jeff Saturday names Parks Frazier as the play caller, the QB coach.
There isn't a single guy on the roster.
Parks Frazier 4 years ago, he's only 30 years old, was the assistant to Jim Irsay. He just was the assistant.
There is nobody
It's
on the
insane.
coaching staff that has called a play in their life. Nobody
Yeah.
on the defensive staff has ever called a play.
I was listening to
The only thing they've called is fucking dominoes. Like, they're just sitting on the couch. They're not. I feel like they don't know what they're doing at this point.
I was listening
I heard
to
mole rats,
Zach Kiefer talk about the
Mole rats here.
mole rats here.
The mole rats
Yeah.
here.
All right, so we're doing a cutaway from the Colts report to welcome the mole rat. What's up, Paddy?
Happy to be here.
Yeah, you look it. So each week we toss it over to you. We make fun of your voice and we get
Small mouth. Yeah.
small mouth, yeah.
Tiny
Doesn't,
mouth.
And we
doesn't project very well. Yeah.
and we get your picks of the week. So because you're here in person, what are your locks of the week, man?
Under a bit of pressure.
Have you not chosen them?
No, I've barely looked at them. To be
Oh
honest.
shit. Okay. Well, that's okay.
I
you
don't
can
mind.
you can leave. We can make fun of your mouth and voice.
Diamonds are made under pressure, as they say. I like. Who do I like the Titans. Like the Titans -3.
Who are the Titans play?
Broncos.
Okay.
Yeah. You should know this, man. You should know this. Far out. Tough games.
Yeah, write them down. Yeah.
Very tough games.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing about you.
I do like have you changed it. It didn't say mole rat for a second. It said mole rant.
mole rant. Yeah.
Rants every now and
Mole
again.
rant.
I do think I like the Cardinals.
I don't think we've even got
We haven't
to the
talked about
cards
that game yet, but
Alright,
yes.
but no, that's fine. Cards game. Okay.
Cardinals +3 plus.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
I see it.
And Cowboys. Cowboys -5 against the Packers. You probably haven't got to that one either.
We haven't got to that one, but
Yeah.
that's fuck. I might take that one too.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Sweet, man.
Um,
Anything else you want to say?
Chargers, bad team.
Bad team.
Bad team.
Bad.
Don't
Wow.
Like, don't like them. Consistently let me down in my betting.
That's fair. That's fair.
For me, I think I like a team that just tries. You know, I just want them to try.
You don't think the Chargers
I
try?
don't think they try.
Darren Waller.
Darren Waller. Oh, I hate the guy. I don't want him. I don't want to drop him because then there's a chance that somebody else in the
Yeah.
Spaghetti Bowl picks him up
Yeah.
and gets points out of him later in the season. I want to drop him and just not see that name
Didn't I drop him?
in the Spaghetti Bowl. I don't know.
I think. Maybe I picked him on the other league, but I might have.
No, I
dropped him.
picked up Darren Waller right from the start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would have been in
That's
the
sweet.
league.
No, no, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I have 3 tight ends and they're all crap.
PSV has 3 tight ends and he starts Darren Waller who's sitting out.
He was projected to get 12. He's questionable every week, and I'm thinking he's projected to get 12 this week. Surely they're not going to put him projected to get 12 if there's a chance that if there's a substantial chance that he's not playing.
Yeah.
And so I leave him in, 6 or 7 in the morning. He's out. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like,
I love the
Sometimes
way.
you gotta wake up and check those things, mate.
I don't like.
I have
wake,
to.
I wake up
wake
my
up
usual,
early, and first thing I do on those days, bam,
I think-
straight on the fence. Yeah.
It's a really interesting thing to wake up and just go to your phone. It's blowing up, and it's just like, and he's out, and he's out, and
Yeah.
he's injured. It's just like, and all of them are in my lineup.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I've got a dusty matchup this week though. No Joe Burrow, who's been carrying me quite a bit.
Oh yeah. Who are you streaming then?
Derek Carr.
The Colts that
The
we're
Colts?
just talking about.
I mean, it was either that.
Fuck, I don't know.
It was
man.
either that, Jimmy G, or Mr. Unlimited. So
Jimmy G.
Get Daniel
Yeah,
Jones.
Jimmy G.
Yeah, against.
Absolutely.
Who are they against? 49ers are against.
was it Titans?
No,
No,
it's
they're against the
Chargers.
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 Yeah.
Jimmy
bad
G.
Team, bad team. I
Jimmy
was
G.
going to pick Jimmy G until I
Yeah.
saw that I already had Derek Carr, and I thought I'll just run with it. He did alright last week.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No. Fair enough.
No way am I picking Russ, man. There's no chance.
Mr. Unlimited.
Just don't like the guy. Hey. All right.
Well, thanks,
That's
Petty.
me. I'm out of here.
Nice,
I
man.
go to training.
Cool, have fun.
Beat some kids
Yeah,
up there.
fuck off.
Yeah, sounds good.
Where are we up to?
We're just talking about the Colts.
Raiders.
I was on a mole rant, but I don't know where I was going. Colts bad team, deliberately tanking. Don't know.
All right, here we go.
I don't think so.
No, I don't know, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
They hired Jeff Saturday.
Jonathan Taylor's still
I mean-
questionable as well.
Yep.
Like, I don't know. I just don't see this going in the Colts' way at all.
Well, let's talk about the Raiders. then.
Wait, hold on. Did the Colts officially name Sam Allen as starter for the rest of the season? Is that what I remember? One
sure they
one of
did.
those teams did. It was them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the starter. Last week they went 0 for 14 on third downs.
Jesus.
0. They didn't have a single one. He got sacked 9 times. 9 times in a game. They average 14 points per game and allow 20. The defense is the only good thing about this team.
Yeah.
The defense is pretty decent. They are.
They are. It just gets overshadowed by their poor offense.
Jonathan Taylor's questionable again. He probably will play, but he'd probably be injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously they
And they
don't
got
have
rid of-
Hines.
they got rid of
they
Hines.
got
Yeah,
Sacked.
Naheem Hines is laughing right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I think the Colts are going to get probably stomped, but I'm going to take the under because I don't think the Raiders' offense is good enough to really put up big numbers against that Colts defense.
My thing with the Raiders is they scare me. They show up one week and put up 0 points, and then they show up the next week and they do well.
Yeah.
This
Like,
is a team
it's-
that I think this is a team that we said not to bet on ever because it's just you don't know what one you're going to get.
Well, yeah, that was my thing.
You don't know what Raiders.
I took Raiders. They made me money. Then I took them again. They didn't make me money. I was like, I'll run them till they make me money.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. So I'm staying away from this game entirely. If I had to take someone, I'm going for the. Ooh, it's either the Raiders
taking-
because they're more reliable in this particular matchup, or I'm going Colts because somehow Jeff Saturday brings out the natter
no.
days and they
No, I'm taking Raiders minus 6.5 here.
team Raiders.
I think the score's going to be 7-0. I'm taking Raiders 6.5.
It's a Josh Jacobs running touchdown.
Raiders 6.5. It's going to be 7-0. Josh Jacobs
Yeah.
anytime touchdown scorer.
Ooh,
He's also one I wrote down. I think I gave him a 7 out of 10
I like that.
in the chances.
Raiders and Raiders. Gray, where you go, man? What's your thoughts?
I'm just looking at how well the Raiders have performed over the last couple of weeks.
It doesn't matter.
And I kind of just evaluate like how kind of like how well they have been doing and what their kind of like ceiling is, right?
Yep.
Um,
Low floor.
I mean, the points they've been putting up is decent, apart from obviously against the Saints where they got shut out. But I think they might be able to cover against the Colts.
You'd fucking hope so.
Yeah. So,
It's a fucking rookie young QB who fucking sucks.
but that's the thing though, like
New head coach. No one on the whole team, on the offensive coaching staff, has ever called a play before.
I don't trust the Raiders' offense against a decent.
But who do you trust on the Colts?
Oh.
You don't trust them. What the fuck do you trust?
Their defense. So I agree. Probably take the under.
Maybe under 7-0.
Yeah.
One rushing
But
touchdown.
I just don't know. Like that 6.5 is kind of like a weird margin.
Yeah, man. Look, man. You take it. You want to take, man.
I'm gonna go Colts plus 6.5.
Ooh, love it.
Yeah.
Love to see it. All right. Talking about a game that's, I don't know, mildly more interesting. We've got
What do you mean?
the-
That last game was interesting as hell.
It was. We've got the Cardinals at Rams. You've heard it here first. Less interested in the Colts and Raiders.
I mean, the Rams is literally just 2 players and the defense versus the other team. It's just, it's all it is. Man.
yeah, no,
It's
that's
just
right.
Stafford throws to Cup.
Yeah.
They get like 2 downs, and they get 3 and out, and then
And then on the other side, it's Donald or Ramsey, and then that's about it.
yeah, but,
Yeah.
Then fucking Donald kind of sucks. Dude.
He's bad this year, man.
I mean, not bad, but like, he's just like not
Yeah.
doesn't have as much impact as you'd expect him to have.
That's him putting the ring on his finger before.
Like, this is him fucking hurling helmets
yeah,
at people.
yeah. This is yeah. Yeah.
I fucking hate him, dude. I think he's a wanker.
Yeah, I know. I don't like him either.
I don't like this game at all.
And I'd say it to his face.
I don't like this game at all, dude.
Yeah, man. Like the Cardinals, bad team.
Bad team. I think they're slightly better than the Rams, though. Taking Cardinals +3.
Yeah, the combination of Kyler to D Hop is working better than the combination of.
Was this? I
Stafford
think
to...
I did put D Hop anytime touchdown scorer. Cup anytime touchdown scorer.
I wouldn't take that.
I'm going Cardinals +3.
Huh?
I don't.
You wouldn't take that.
I mean,
The
I
Cardinals are
suppose,
allowing
yeah.
26 points per game. That's one of the worst as well.
Yeah, true.
26 is bad.
You took Cards, Gray.
Yeah.
That's what Cards.
Yeah, I'll take Cards.
Pass defense of the Cards is horrible.
Who did Mole Rat like? I just wrote Mole Rat.
Cards.
He took
Mole Rat
cards.
equals Cards. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We might have to go. We'll go over his picks at the end of the thing. I think it was too quiet to
Leave it.
leave it in. Like,
It's it's his tiny mouth. He can only project so much volume out of it.
you can't talk very loud. So I'll go over him at the end. If it's loud enough, I'll leave him in. If it's not, I'll just
Yeah.
take it out.
I don't. Oh, it could be a maybe. Like I see one of these teams putting up more than a 3 margin. Oh,
What'd you
fuck,
say?
I don't know.
You see one of these teams. Well, okay, that one team could be the Cardinals.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd take it back. Don't bet on this game. Do we have anything else to talk about this game?
No.
Low energy game.
Don't like it.
Low scoring
Get
game.
out of
Do
here.
you take the under or do you?
No, I do not.
No, okay.
Because both, or not both. One of the defenses is really shit, and one of the other offense is really shit. So it's kind of like it's just gonna be this giant circle of chasing each other and like, yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm just prepping.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just need to put it on here. So also this game, anytime, TD to Cup
Yeah.
and
And
D
D. I
Hop.
think D Hop's was solid.
D-Hop. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I'd be shocked otherwise. Okay, speaking of no one being shocked otherwise, Cowboys at the Packers, 10:25 on Monday.
Packers are +5 underdogs, and all I have to say to that is that it? +5?
Grayson, what's your thoughts on this matchup, man? Before Cree gets
Give
going.
them a whole
you know.
half of them playing by themselves, and they probably still can't beat the Cowboys.
I feel like.
Holy shit.
I feel like the way Jalen Ramsey spoke to his offense about the Rams is the same way the defense of the Packers should be talking to the offense of the Packers.
Nice.
Because there's a reason the Lions only scored as much as they did. There was 3 interceptions on the offense.
Right, yeah, okay, I was just sorry.
The defense managed to slow them down enough that it wasn't a complete fucking abysmal loss.
Yep.
It was a shit game to watch offensively. Like they just couldn't do anything.
mean,
Nobody was
and
catching anything.
Aaron Jones is injured now?
It was yeah.
Okay, let's run through these injuries. Rashawn Gary, out. Jones, hurt. Dobbs, out. Devondre Campbell, hurt.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Is Rodgers not injured?
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
He's not. He's on the
Oh,
injury
is that just
report.
his usual play?
Yeah.
As of recent,
Yeah. Do you like that setup?
I did like that. That was
Thank
good.
you, thank you.
The
The
Packers do have a-
it's not pain. It's just I'm getting sick of it.
It's
It's annoyance more than pain at this point.
Sure.
Because it is just simple shit play calling.
Oh, he's blaming the play calling.
You
now.
and play call
he's
each
blaming
week
the
is something
play calling
new.
now.
I think so. No, part of that does come to them giving Aaron Rodgers too much of a say.
Yeah,
the play calling
absolutely.
as of late.
Yeah. It's kind of funny you mentioned too much of a say as well. Is some would say that's also a bit of the reason why the Buccaneers aren't working. Tom Brady has too much of a say. He got Bruce Arians fired out of that role, moved into a different position.
Yeah, the thing is, it worked at the start, and now it's not working. So something has to change
Yeah.
in both those teams. And
Yeah.
like, without that factor changing, it's the same status
I
quo as it's
cannot-
going. It's going to keep going the same way,
I
and it's just
cannot
not
fucking
working.
wait for that Buck center Jensen to come back, and you guys are gonna shut up real fucking quick.
That's gonna be really interesting to see.
Anyway, carry on
you
with this
being
game.
wrong. Yeah.
Packers fucking rush defense sucks, dude. It's the bottom 5 rush defense in the league.
Yeah.
Decent pass, not incredible, not horrible. Their defense, pass defense. But their rush defense is bottom 5. And the Cowboys, you've got Tony Pollard.
Well, yeah, before, but like, yeah.
What do you mean before? We've just been fucking past 5 minutes talking about the Packers.
Okay, well,
what else do you want to say about the Packers? What have we
there's
missed?
1 point.
Nothing.
No, there's 1 point.
No, we don't need
Okay.
any
There's
more
1
points.
point.
What's that?
No, it hurts.
Wheezy. Massive Packers fan.
Oh, yeah,
Made the
yeah.
Packers song. Is now
Yeah.
like, nah, I'm out. I'm
Yeah,
out.
no,
Should've
no,
fired-
no,
should've-
he didn't say no, I'm out. He said we should have gotten rid of number 12 in the off-season.
yeah.
So, Grayson, what do you think happens
and Weezy's
first?
a positive dude, and even he's out. So
what do you think happens first? Rodgers retires, or he stays, but they trade him somewhere else?
I don't think he wants to get traded.
You don't think he wants to get traded?
He'll retire first.
He'll retire.
You think he
first.
retire
'Cause
before
he's always
You don't-
maintained that
It's
he's
like a
staying.
legacy
he's
thing.
the cunt that gets fucking annoyed and holds grudges and shit. You don't think that he'll want to go somewhere to prove the Packers wrong and everybody that hates him wrong?
No.
You don't think he cares?
I
don't
I think he
so.
does. I think he really does.
Dude's got to go back to Jeopardy. It's like it doesn't matter. He's got other shit that he can do.
I'm not a family.
yeah.
No, not a family.
Shut up, my guy.
Maybe him and Tom Brady just start hanging out because they've got nothing else to fucking
Yeah.
do when they both retire.
Hey, what do you like? Football in the number 12?
They're just gonna go play golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Both those dudes should have retired before this year, and there wouldn't be jokes. It'd be like, oh, Aaron Rodgers, ultimate GOAT. Oh, Tom Brady, ultimate GOAT. But now it's like, hey, remember that one season? Cowboys. Cowboys. They're a really good team. They're a better team than the Packers. And their defense is... I mean, we kind of talked about it at the start. Their defense is crazy.
Oh, we got to close the windows. There's no way. There's no way.
What the fuck is that?
I just want to say, while Harry's closing the windows,
Yeah.
we talked about Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady and how they should both retire, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Do not lump them together.
Oh.
Just looked it up.
Oh.
Passer ratings.
I know what you're doing on your
passer
phone.
ratings this season. Tom Brady is middle of the pack, 16th.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers, 27th.
Right. Why do you hate Grayson's dad?
I just do. He's so negative. He's so negative, dude.
Yeah, I do.
He's a dickie. He's an asshole. He's not negative. Negative's fine. I'm negative.
Yeah.
But I'm not an asshole a lot of the time.
Well.
Sometimes I am.
Yeah.
But I think Aaron Rodgers is unnecessarily an asshole.
Yeah, I think he's a dick.
So that's why do not lump him in with Brady, the GOAT. Geno Smith is tied 4th in passer rating.
There it is. Okay, I don't know. Have we kind of discussed this enough? Cowboys -5.
Yeah,
Everyone's
completed
taking...
a lot.
Yeah, I've got the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Cowboys,
Anyone,
-5.
Molerat locked it. Is anyone locking
I'm taking
this?
maybe on that, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a maybe on this for sure.
I think that is, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, maybe.
You gonna maybe
If
it
the
as well?
Lions can beat them by more than 5,
Right, that's what I'm kind of going.
I think the Cowboys can beat them by more than 5.
And I think the argument of, next week they're coming back, that's long gone. Like, it's clearly a...
Should have been there like 3 weeks ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It gets to a point where you got to just be realistic about it.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next game then. We have the Chargers at the 49ers, 2:20 on Monday.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football. Or
Chargers.
Sunday Night Football.
Sorry, at 49ers. Chargers are +7 underdogs, right?
Yeah.
This is obviously it is a bit of a rough one. I think the Chargers, I've written down here, I reckon they are probably the most injured team in the NFL.
I could...
Have you seen the stat?
That'd be really
So
interesting.
there
Find
are
out.
12 of their players on IR
Shit.
or out. 12 of their players are IR or out.
Yeah.
Then another 6 are questionable.
Yeah.
That is like, when you scroll through the injury reports, that is one of the fucking most, and especially when you look at a lot of the guys on IR or out are starters.
Yes, yeah. And stars.
And stars of the team.
Yeah.
And so it is so rough. I feel so bad for this team because they could be, I think if you give them all their starters back,
Yep.
they are a top 5 team again. I really do think that.
Didn't a similar thing happen last season with them too? They ended up with just like a shit ton of injuries.
A little while, yeah, but they ended up I think coming back and doing well. But yeah, I think it's so sad because I really do want to like this team and Herbert and Eckler, Keenan Allen, and obviously Joey Bosa's on there, and I like the team. I really do. I like the coaching staff and everything, and I wish they would do well, but they are so injured. It is rough, man.
Yeah. And we spoke about the Niners at the start of this as well. That team, I mean, what, you have them third?
Who's that?
Niners?
I got them second.
I think I had them second.
Second, you were
I'd
third.
say third, yeah.
I don't think I had them on my list, but
Fool.
Well, it was them or the Seahawks. So.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I
fair
put
enough.
Yeah,
Niners,
yeah.
Niners second. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a scary team, and they are going to do some damage to the Chargers. Whether it's 7, a touchdown.
Yeah,
I think so.
I
could see it.
it is
I
right
could
now.
see
I think
it.
it right now,
Yeah.
with the injuries they have on the Chargers,
Yeah.
I think they do get. I think Mike Williams is still out. They get Kenan Allen back, so that's a big help.
That's a big help. Yep.
But I think the 49ers just offensively are doing too well, and defensively are doing well enough. You know,
Yeah, absolutely. It's a fun time to be a Niners fan if you are one. Like this team is.
the defense of the 49ers is heating up too.
Yeah.
They're sixth in the league, I think, in a lot of their stats.
Every year, the 49ers are always kind of in it by the skin of their teeth, right?
Yeah.
But this year, it's not in it by the skin of their teeth. It's like, well, they could take
You
it
know
all
what's
the way.
interesting?
You know,
what's
like,
interesting
yeah.
though? At the moment, they might miss out on playoffs.
Oh, wow.
Because if they do, from now onwards, if
Yeah.
they do a similar sort of, if they have similar results
Yeah,
to the Seahawks have,
yeah,
right, in terms of how many they win or lose, then they miss out because the Seahawks, because of the good start they had and the bad start the 49ers had,
yeah,
the 49ers are lower in the NFC West, I think it is.
yeah.
So the 49ers are kind of playing
Play
catch up.
Yeah.
And also,
Where do they fit into the wild card picture though?
they don't, because on the NFC you've got Eagles, Chiefs, and Giants. Eagles, Cowboys, Giants in one division,
shit.
and they are all either 6-1, 8-0, 6-2.
Yeah. It's funny. So you mentioned that. So
There's a chance that they don't make it.
Cardinals have the Niners. Oh, sorry, the Niners have the Cardinals.
Well, they've got Chargers then.
Well, Chargers. Yeah, well, we spoke about Chargers. So they got Chargers, Cards, Saints, Dolphins, Bucks, Seahawks.
See that's
That's-
a bit of a rough one.
It's a
It's
rough
not.
schedule.
It's going to be playing their heart out each game.
Yeah, so I
But
think
speaking of the current game against the Chargers,
I'm taking 49ers
We're
minus
all-
7 there.
I think
Yeah.
we're all taking the 49ers.
I'm taking the
Is
Niners.
anyone locking this up?
No, fuck no. 7's too much for a team that just got Kenan Allen back and could do really well.
Sure.
They have Eckler, although their run game's been pretty fucking abysmal recently.
Yeah.
I'm not locking it.
I'm not locking it for sure.
No.
Definitely not locking it.
Okay.
But I do like the 49ers here.
Yep.
As a head-to-head, I'll take that head-to-head. You
Well,
know what I'm saying?
Speaking of, oh yeah, you're taking head-to-head.
I'll take a head-to-head
Yeah,
49ers
yeah,
here.
that's
It wouldn't
good-
pay
that's
very
good.
much, minus 7, but...
Yeah, true. Okay, well, speaking of something that you are not going to bet on, Cree, we have the Commanders at Eagles,
Fuck this.
Tuesday, 2:15.
Get me away from here.
Margin of 10.5.
I'm not touching anything 10.5. I'm done for the day.
You just clocking out.
He's done.
Okay.
Ba- the grey corner's gone. Grey shirt, grey seat, grey wall.
Yeah. Let them just fade out. Don't I read the stats there, Keith?
I can read the stats.
There you go,
So let's go for the Commanders to start with.
All right.
They almost beat the Vikings. Heineke had a 53% completion against a horrible defensive team. They're scoring 17 points per game, but allowing 21 points per game. They're an average team. Heineke, I reckon, is surely just going to probably be the starter for the rest of the year.
Probably. That's right.
I don't know. They're a fun for me. They're a fun watch because you just don't know which way it's going. But against the Eagles, if you want to run their stats down,
Yeah, defense really let them down against the Texans, but and the team didn't perform as well as expected. But overall, they're a solid team. They're like obviously they're the only team that's undefeated.
yep.
It does come down to strength of schedule, but
We also got to
Hurts has been playing solid.
yeah. You got to put respect on the name. Like we talk every week about the 8-0, and you and I were definitely on the bit of the bandwagon to start with. Like, yo, Eagles are mad. Agree, not so much. And then, as the season's gone on, I've been able to look back retrospectively. It's like, damn, is this the softest fucking schedule in the
it's
NFL?
it's one of those things that I rate parts of the team. Obviously, Jalen Hurts is kind of like slowly heated up a bit, but he obviously had a terrible start. Their defense is still playing really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And obviously, some of their offensive weapons, such as AJ Brown, has been balling out week to week.
Oh, absolutely.
And got it
Yeah.
last week was really
Yeah,
good.
he's just got people he can put it to when he needs to, and then when he can't, he can move. It's like he's a great running QB as well, or scrambling, whatever category you want to throw him in. The 10.5, I think for me, is too big of a margin after seeing them play the Texans. The Texans should have been a huge deficit win, and it wasn't. And that just makes me a little bit scared against the Commanders, who I'd say are a better team than the Texans. Eagles win. I'll take Eagles head to head, won't be paying anything.
Yeah.
But I 10.5 is just
We'd
too
like
good
to
for
hear the
me.
Eagles bro to 8-0.
Oh wait,
Okay.
is this the last thing? Cree will bring up graphic.
I'll bring up the graphic.
Yeah.
Grayson's still got a point. Sit down in the grey
I'm just
corner
looking,
there.
just looking at some of the margins they had again. So just kind of looking at that as a gauge. Some of the likes they bet the Cowboys by a decent amount. They bet them by 9.
Yeah.
Who did? Eagles beat who by
Eagles.
9?
Yeah.
Oh, they beat Cooper Rush by 9. That's crazy, bro.
Same defense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. It was,
yeah.
Yeah, what's the
Carry
what's the
on.
score?
it was 26-17.
Yeah.
I don't see what point you're
He
trying to
can't
make.
stay silent before the Eagles.
No, of course
Yeah.
not.
No.
But yeah, some of the other teams they obviously have faced, it hasn't been like they smashed the Steelers out of the water. But that's
Grayson's
not
literally
saying
just to bring up the graphic tab, so don't bring it up.
Okay, what's your graphic?
anything. Oh shit, go for it.
Alright.
They beat the 1-6 Lions by 3 points.
Okay,
They beat Kirk Cousins in prime time. Everyone knows Kirk Cousins can't perform in prime time.
it's true.
They beat the Commanders. It's Commanders. Kirk Cousins, or not Kirk Cousins, Carson Wentz. Yeah. They beat Trevor Lawrence and the struggling Jags.
Yep.
They beat the Cardinals without D-Hop, and their Cardinals was fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
They beat Cooper Rush. Okay. Whoop-de-doo. All their points came from one quarter.
Yeah.
How many points came from that one quarter? It was like 24 or something. Then they beat a bottom 3 team, the Steelers. Well, whoop-de-doo. Then they struggled against the 1-6 Texans.
Hold up. What do you do?
That's very
No, whoop-de-doo. They just struggled. They just struggled against the 1-6 Texans.
Okay.
Get this team out of any top 10 you've got, because they don't deserve it.
Wow.
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 The hatred's still there.
That's crazy.
Remember that one week that he said he liked them?
Yeah, one week.
And what happened?
Yeah.
And what happened, huh?
He lost money.
I lost money on
He
them.
lost money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never again.
Well, I think we're all going. Are you going Eagles? Or are you going
Fuck,
Commanders?
no, I'm going to Commanders. Give me that.
But no one is.
No one's touching this with a
Yeah.
6-foot wooden pole. I ain't doing it.
6-foot wooden
I thought you
pole.
were just gonna say something about it without money, but like yeah, with a wooden pole either.
Yeah, with a
No.
wooden pole.
Nah.
All right.
We've got to take a minute. Got to go back through my locks or anything. I got to figure out what I'm doing. There's a lot of good games
There's
here
a
that I
lot of
like.
stuff going on here.
There's a lot of good games I like.
Is there a lot of good games here?
I've got like 5 maybes, dude.
I suppose, yeah. When there's a lot of maybes, there's a lot of monies.
That's what I say.
Yeah, we've been saying it. Okay, cool. We're on break. All right. Grayson, you usually have like a nice segue for us to get out of and then back into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've come out of break. For this one, I feel like a lot of people had a lot of maybes. And we've narrowed those down, and everyone's picked their 3. Cree, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, it turns out I had 3 maybes, and now I'm locking those 3. I'm taking Cowboys -5 at the Packers. Love that. Taking Seahawks +2.5 for Bucks in Germany. And I'm taking Bills -5.5 on the Vikings.
So that's wild. I think this is the first week we've had the exact same, like any of us have had the exact same locks. Because
so.
we went back through the maybes and I had the exact same maybes, so I am taking what you just said.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I've changed it up a little bit. I've taken the same with the Bills -5.5 over the Vikings. It just makes sense, doesn't it?
Yep.
I've decided to support Harry a bit, and I've gone Giants -6.5 over the Texans.
Worked well for you last time.
It didn't, but this is against the Texans.
Yeah,
I do like
yeah,
that one.
I really
like
I like the
I
one
might
too,
put that
yeah.
in there. Might bet on that
Might
one
put it on
too.
a multi.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the last one, we've talked about how strong the Niners are looking at the moment, so I've gone
Yeah.
Niners -7 over the Chargers.
I like those, man. I was just saying to Grayson in the break that I might do a multi with his locks because
Yeah,
they're really nice. They're really nice
And I
locks.
would like to say that my overs unders I'm taking this week.
Oh, should we just do the mole rats quickly?
Oh, yeah, mole rat.
Yeah. So
yeah,
the
yeah.
mole rat came in and he gave us the Cardinals +3 against the Rams.
Okay.
I don't dislike that one actually. He also took the Cowboys -5 over the Packers.
Yep.
And he took... I'm missing one of his... Oh, there it
Titans,
is.
right?
He took the Titans -3 over the Broncos. Bit more risky.
Yeah, Mr. Unlimited coming through on that
Yeah,
one. Dude.
yeah. And once again, that great defense on the Broncos. So
Yeah, it's rough. It's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
We'll see. We'll have to see.
yeah.
Overs unders that I'm taking, and I will take them this week.
Yeah.
Raiders Colts, I'm taking the under.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Yep.
Makes sense.
Broncos Titans, I'm also taking the under.
Yep.
Panthers Falcons, I'm taking the over.
Yeah.
Bears Lions, definitely the over on that.
Yeah.
And then Dolphins Browns, taking the over on that.
Nice,
Those are my
nice.
5.
Perfect.
And then you've also got, you've said you've got a whole list.
I've
but
got a
the
whole
ones-
list. I'm gonna do a whole.
Maybe we should put it up on a social or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
maybe.
break
I'm
it
gonna
down.
do about-
yeah,
If they
about
come through next
5.
week.
Because you can
There's
follow us
20.
on. You can follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify.
You can.
We got funny clips
I
and
have
stuff.
25. I have a list of 25 players that I think could potentially score a touchdown this week, and I've rated them between 1 and 10 on the chance that I think they're going to score one this week.
Yeah,
And then I'm going to go through.
I'm gonna have to make another graphic, aren't I?
I'm going to go through and put all the 10s or all the 10s, 9s, 8s maybe in a pile, and so on and so on.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to make a bunch of 5-leg or 6-leg multis with those touchdown scorers in like maybe 5 different multis.
Nice, man. I was gonna read out
man.
what we've got here,
Don't
but
bother.
I'm not gonna do it because you need to go over to our socials, and that's where you'll find them. Mainly on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Only on Instagram. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna put it up on the YouTube.
No.
Overall, we're hoping we do a lot better than last week, and I feel like we all deserve a bit of money.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
I think that's us, boys. You mentioned 10, 9, and 8s. Speaking of 10, 9, and 8, I'm a 10, he's a 9, you're an 8, and you're listening to Tackle for Loss.
Beautiful.
Thank you very
Start
much.
rolling it out.
Thank you very
Start
much.
rolling it out.
Don't-
Didn't even give him a chance because the music's already going down.
Yeah,
72 points.
absolutely, yeah.
Wow.
While the music's going down, don't bet on us, bet on yourself, gamble responsibly. Yeah. I really should be doing You're a 10. You're a 10. Yeah, you're probably a 9. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta be here.
He's got his number on his shirt.
6.